Hi, this is Dr. Justin Marchegiani, and today's talk is going to be on functional medicine. Essentially, how functional medicine can help address the underlying cause of why you're sick or why you have health symptoms or health issues. So we have to get to the root issue. Our approach is a systems-based approach that addresses the underlying stressors that eventually cause the symptoms. Conventional medicine exists focusing on symptoms, giving medications to cover up these symptoms. We're going to get back to the basics and go over where it all starts from, because if you understand where it all starts from, we can take control of the cause and then thus eventually affect the overall effect at the end. And we're going to talk about that. So again, functional medicine is just a branch of medicine that's addressing the underlying cause of why you feel that way and trying to get to the root. So we have stress here. So this is going to be our first S. We're going to call this our stressors. We have three main kinds of stressors. We have physical stress, chemical stress, and emotional stress. Physical stress is pretty self-explanatory. Too much, too little exercise, car accidents, chronic pain, an old sports injury. We have emotional stressors. This could be conscious or subconscious, family issues, finances, relationships, etc. And we have chemical stressors. And a lot of times, these are what I call the hidden stressors. So I'm gonna start that. A lot of these are under the surface. And we'll talk about what they are in a second, but all these stressors actually interact and turn on our genes. They affect certain genes in our body. They can cause us to express genes that allow us to feel great, or they can turn on genes that predispose us to disease and cancer, etc. These chemical stressors could be blood sugar issues. It could be a chronic infection like a parasite, a bacteria, a Lyme disease, a virus. Again, you don't know if you have that. You may have suffering from all kinds of chronic health issues, and it could be something under the surface that you were never diagnosed with. Just because you're unaware of it doesn't mean it can't hurt you. It could be sleep. It could be hormonal imbalances. It could be low stomach acid. There's so many different chemical stressors, and a good functional medicine doctor goes in there and looks at what the key stressors are that are in your metaphorical stress bucket that could be overflowing and causing problems. And again, if you have one stressor, chronic pain, for instance, let's say you have back pain, that could affect you going out and exercising, right? And maybe doing the things that you love, and that could overflow and create an emotional issue like depression. And then depression could eventually, well, obviously it's a chemical imbalance as well, so that emotional issue then affects your body's chemistry, and then chemistry creating inflammation then creates more pain. So literally one stressor spills into another stressor and into another stressor. That's an important note. Now when our stressors overflow, our body systems start taking the brunt. So again, our second S is going to be up here with system dysfunction. So our first S is stressors. Those stressors overflow and become system issues. So let's go over the body systems. We have our hormonal systems. These are made up of our adrenals, female hormones or male hormones, and thyroids, AFT, adrenal, female or male, or thyroid hormones. When these start going out of balance, this spills over and affects our gut. When we're stressed, it decreases our ability to break down food, decreases our ability to make hydrochloric acid, make enzymes and bile salts. So we start having indigestion, dysbiosis. We have to deal with the toxic metabolites of a lot of these compounds that we're eating, the fungus and bacteria that are in our gut. This then creates detoxification issues. And then again, our liver becomes overburdened, our detoxification pathways become congested, and that then creates health problems. So again, we start off with hormones. Hormones are the first breakdown system. The gut is then affected, detoxification pathways third, and then our health is really what's affected in the end. And symptoms can occur anywhere in this pathway. It could occur with just hormonal imbalances. It could occur with hormone and GI, and it can occur obviously even more with all three. The sicker you are, the more systems are affected. That's kind of a good rule of thumb. And we always want to go in there and address the underlying cause of where the system breaks first, and it predictably breaks at the hormonal chain first, the gut chain second, and detoxification chain usually gets pulled in there somewhere along the line. So recap, stressors then spill over into system imbalances, and these system imbalances then spill over into symptoms. So symptoms are the last S. So this is what I call my 3S approach to healing. Stressors spill over into body system imbalances. Body system imbalances eventually create symptoms. And let's take a look at those symptoms here. We're going to have PMS. If you're a female, PMS issues, menstrual issues just before you bleed. could be hot flashes if you're menopausal. It could be mood issues like anxiety, depression, OCD. It could be chronic pain, inflammation. Inflammation is a chemical reaction, and if your diet's incredibly inflammatory, guess what? All of these stressors over here will then create system imbalance, which then will create symptom problems. It could be gut issues, weight gain, depression, fatigue. All of these issues are going to be essentially emanating from the symptom level. And again, just treating, let's say we come over here and we give you an NSAID to fix the pain, or let's say we give you an antidepressant to fix the depression, or a proton pump inhibitor to fix the heartburn. Guess what? We're not getting to the root issue. How does giving a medication for one of these things out here, how does that come back and actually address the cause? It doesn't. And that's why these medications in the short run may relieve symptoms, but don't actually get to the root. The root's over here. The analogy is the check engine light pops on and you put on some duct tape on the dashboard to cover it up. Well, the problem's underneath the hood of the car. You have to change the oil or fix whatever is wrong under the car, not just covering up the dashboard light with duct tape. It's the same thing here. We can't just give a medication that blocks some enzymatic pathway or inhibits some receptor site out here. We actually have to get to the issue. So again, we need to step back. We need a 3S approach to healing. We need to look at the underlying stressors, figure out what body systems are out of balance, and then go back. And then once these are addressed, the symptoms tend to take care of itself. So I hope this helps you here. If you're having an issue with your health and you want a good doctor to apply the 3S approach to get to the root of your issues, feel free and check below the video for information on how you can get in contact with myself. Also, subscribe to the newsletter, lots of free YouTube videos and blog information as well. Thanks. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Have a great day.